Time goes by so slowly.
Every day, around 3 o'clock, something kind of strange happens to all of us. We just start to run out of steam. We need a little treat, a little pick-me-up, something to get us back on track. But what causes this afternoon slump in the first place, and what is the best way to handle it? Scientists call it the postprandial dip or afternoon apathy syndrome. But what exactly is going on inside us at this time of the day?
Well, there's a couple of things going on. The first one is that we get a drop in our glucose levels, which makes us a little bit tired and fuzzy-headed. The second one is that we get a shift in our circadian rhythm. Now, our circadian rhythm is just a fancy term for our body clock. One of the things it controls is our energy levels. And at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we have a dip in our circadian rhythm. Our body temperature starts to drop and we naturally get drowsy and tired. And this is one of the reasons why a lot of populations have a siesta at that time.
But for most of us, a siesta just isn't an option. So we go straight to plan B. Snack attack. At this time of day, they're so hard to resist. But are these kinds of foods really the best thing to keep you going, or are they just going to drag you straight back down?
What a lot of people don't realise is that our brain exists on glucose and nothing else. It's its only fuel. So when our glucose levels drop, as they do at 3 o'clock, the brain sends out a signal that I need more energy, I need fuel. So it triggers us to crave those sugary things. When we eat sugary stuff like that, our glucose levels peak. They go up really high. But what happens quite quickly afterwards is that they drop down very quickly. It's called the sugar crash. So we may be energetic for a period of time, but afterwards we'll be even worse than we started.
So what should we be aiming to eat instead?
Well, what we want to do is combine low glycemic index carbohydrates, so low GI carbs, which mean they are sources of energy that release glucose very slowly so we don't get that peak. The other thing we want to put with it are good quality sources of protein. So we want low GI carbs like oats, whole grain cereals, fruit, vegetables, and protein like nuts, tuna, chicken, dairy. They're the things we want to put together because we get the slow release energy. And the protein, what that does is makes our brain release chemicals that make us more alert and can concentrate better.
But really, the secret to beating the afternoon slump starts hours before, at breakfast time.
Yeah, we want to set up our day early, and a really good quality breakfast is a great way to set that up. And a number of studies have shown that if you don't have breakfast, you're more likely to put on weight, and certainly you're more likely to have that afternoon slump. Now, also what we have during the day is essential. With my clients, I get them to have an earlier lunch, like around 11:30, 12 o'clock. Then I get them to have another meal around 2:30, 3 o'clock. And because you're getting small amounts of that glucose during the day, it sustains your energy and stops that slump from happening.
And no boozy lunch, right?
If you have a boozy lunch, kiss productivity goodbye for the afternoon.
Drinking water will help you beat the energy slump too. Dehydration affects your energy levels big time, so keep that glass full. And remember to get out of your seat and move around the office. A quick chat can really lift your mood. And if you're still feeling tired after all of that, a breath of fresh air and some sunshine will work wonders. So keep your sneakers handy. And go for a quick walk around the block. It'll get your blood flowing again and pep you up to keep you going until dinner. Just don't forget to go back to the office.